In a pretty loaded class of quarterbacks, Trevor Lawrence is expected to be the number one overall pick, and many assume it will be to the New York Jets. A lot of people honestly don't really trust the Jets organization to keep Trevor healthy and provide him with the supporting cast he needs to be successful. And I mean, can you really blame him for that? Every time I scroll on social media or just talk to friends about football in general, they say they don't want Trevor Lawrence going to the Jets. So is there really a good reason why he shouldn't go to the Jets? And what happens if he doesn't? With the Bengals basically throwing Joe Burrow out to the Wolves and him getting severely injured a couple weeks ago, is it really that far-fetched to wonder that Trevor Lawrence would be making a bad or wrong decision by not wanting to go to the Jets? That's the big question. What if Trevor Lawrence refuses to play for the Jets, and what would happen if he did so? Well, today I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about social media and what they think of that, and I'm going to give you my opinion on what I think of that. But first, if you love football, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want me to do more videos like this, be sure to hit that like button and comment, as that will help more people see the video, and it'll also show me that I should do more topics like this. Also, be sure to share it with all your football-loving friends, suggest what video I should do next, and stay until the end, and that'll help my channel do better, and I can make you guys more videos. Now let's get started and talk about Trevor Lawrence and the Jets. First, we need to go back a little bit and talk about how Trevor Lawrence got to this point. Lawrence was a high school prodigy coming out of Cartersville, Georgia, and he chose to bring his talents to Clemson over the likes of Tennessee and Georgia, and he was actually originally the backup quarterback to Kelly Bryant his freshman year, but he would beat him out a few games into the season, and he would lead the Tigers all the way to the national championship game, where they beat Alabama pretty easily, and it was kind of embarrassing, to be honest. He played really well as a sophomore and led Clemson all the way to the college football playoff, where they won a thriller over Justin Fields in the semifinal, and then lost to Joe Burrow's LSU Tigers in the championship game. So far in 2020, he has looked good, but that is when he has played. Due to COVID and cancellations, he has not played as much as we all thought he would, and unfortunately he's probably not going to get a chance to win the Heisman Trophy. So he may not walk away with all these awards, and he may never get a Heisman during his college career like we all thought, but he will likely be the number one overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. It looks like New York Jets will be the team to get that number one pick, and they will be looking for a new quarterback, as the Sam Darnold experiment has not exactly worked out very well. So if Trevor Lawrence does not go to the Jets, what are his options? Well, he can either stay at Clemson for his senior year, something which former NFL wideout Roddy White actually advised him to do. If he goes back to Clemson, he could probably win another national championship, win another 12 or 13 games, and maybe potentially win the Heisman, but he could also get injured and his career's over. So it is an option, but it really isn't if he's thinking smart, which I know he is. His second option is that he can refuse to play for the Jets if they draft him. Eli Manning did it to the San Diego Chargers back in 2003, and John Elway did it to the Baltimore Colts in 1983. When it comes to Lawrence, that's the option he should probably go with. There have been so many horror stories about guys going back and ruining their draft stock. As we just talked about, in the past, players have avoided certain organizations if they thought they couldn't manage young quarterbacks properly, and that's why Eli Manning didn't want to go to the Chargers because of how they had handled Ryan Leaf. And the same way with Elway with the Colts, and I 100% do not think the Jets are in a place to help Trevor Lawrence succeed, and the Joe Burrow Cincinnati Bengals saga is just further evidence. So what if Trevor Lawrence ends up deciding to go back to school or not playing for the Jets? Well, the answer is pretty simple. They will select Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, Kyle Trask, or Trey Lance with that pick, as many of them would probably happily go and be the number one pick. Trevor will likely fall to an organization who is a bit more competent. That sounds good, right? Well, it is, but there is one catch to that. He'll definitely be in a better spot, but he will be ripped to shreds by the media, and his reputation will be destroyed. This guy's basically saying, I'm too good for your organization, I don't think I'm going to succeed there, and some people would see it as a cowardly thing to do. I personally think it'd be the best thing for Trevor to do, and I think he's a very mentally tough guy, as we saw with the We Want to Play movement, and how he organized college football to basically come back. You can't forget about Justin Fields. But I think Trevor could handle it just fine, but his reputation would definitely take a little bit of a hit, and he would get a lot of crap from people. But I think it's the best thing for him to do. I personally don't want him going to the Jets. I want him to go to the Atlanta Falcons. Cartersville is near the Atlanta area, and that's where he's from. That's where he became a prodigy. And I think it'd be really cool to see him go back to the Falcons. The Falcons at times have not been the best, but they have guys like Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley, two of the best wide receivers in the NFL, and he would have some immediate weapons. Someone suggested me to do this topic, and I think it's a really good idea, and I'm glad I ended up doing it. So let me know if you like this kind of video or this kind of topic by hitting that like button and showing your support in the comment section. Also, let me know, where do you want Trevor Lawrence to go, and what do you think he should do? Before you go, don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and share your thoughts, and check out all my other videos, including my documentary on the rise of Trevor Lawrence and how he became a prodigy. Hope to see you guys again soon, but until next time, peace.